Hello and welcome back to my channel, the Earth Star Trader. This is going to be the last video of the night. It's on Rob and Michelle. They also wanted to come through today to give out some messages. And we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to say a prayer and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Am I speaking to Rob and Michelle Reiner? Am I speaking to Allah High Almighty? Am I speaking to Jesus Christ? Am I speaking to anyone else other than the four of you? No. Would you like, are we doing general messages tonight? General messages to your family? General messages to the paralegal team? General messages in general? No messages to the paralegal team about the upcoming trial? Okay. Oh. Would you like me to roll the dice or pull letters first? Roll the dice. Okay, regarding to the paralegals, what messages would you like to give to them? What message would you like to give? 3, 5, we got 3 6s again, okay. Least to greatest? Greatest to least? Are we doing both? It's my favorite color, red. Okay, so we're doing both. So 3, 5, 6, 6. Thermostat. We're getting the thermostat again. To different products, mostly commonly in the medical CPT code. Peroneal bypass graft. But also auto part of the doorman U-bolt or Fel-Pro thermostat seal. Are we looking at this as a medical significance? No. The thermostat in your house. You want them to look at the thermostat in your house. Okay. So let's go backwards. Are you talking in the sense of thermostat and vehicles? Okay, so something with the vehicle and something with the thermostat. Do you want me to roll the dice again? No. Pull letters? Yes. Okay, so what are you talking in regards to? Because we went over this before in one of my videos about the thermostat. Something about somebody tampering with the thermostat to throw off the time of death. In regards to the thermostat, what do you want to say? In regards to the thermostat, what do you want to say? Pisces, fixed. Something was fixed. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? Yes. And when it comes to the thermostat, what do you want to say? Illusions. Somebody's throwing something off. Winter. 1 and 9. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? No. Okay, so this is in regards to the thermostat. Like I said before, we've gone over this again. So, illusions. Remember somebody's fixed the thermostat. Somebody messed with it. Pisces, Neptune, 1 and 9. And then winter. Somebody probably made it colder. And remember when I was sitting there saying like something about rigor mortis. When it comes to the heat and just like temperature in general has something to do with the rigor mortis and the time, mess with the time of death. And again, like I said, I've been through this before in one of my other reads, so it's coming back out again. Something about with the thermostat. You need to check the thermostat, especially. And I've also gone over the fact that they probably have one of those smart thermostats that has that gives you like a data history of what was done and how they normally keep the thermostat, like what temperature did it get moved to. It has all the information there. Got power, something about power again. So somebody messed with it. Made it colder. Okay, so let me... The next thing we're going to get into is about the vehicle. Something about a vehicle. What happens to a body when exposed to colder? When a dead body is exposed to cold, decomposition slows dramatically or stops. Body stiffening is delayed, and the body temperature drops to match the environment. With freezing temperatures, preserving the body through microbes. Okay, so would colder temperatures make it seem as though a dead body. Colder temperatures make it seem as though the dead body earlier. Okay, body temperature. A body in a cold environment loses heat faster than a body in normal environment. If investigators only rely on standard cooling rate without considering the cold ambient temperature, they might estimate a longer time since death than actually occurred. However, an accurate estimate would factor in the environmental temperature. Okay. Standard cooling rate. Okay, cold temps slow down the chemical reactions. Okay, so we definitely went over this before. So somebody messed with the temperatures. Did they make it colder? No, did they make it hotter? They made it hotter. Okay. Made it colder, they made it hotter. One second. Okay. So apparently they made it hotter in order to throw off the time of death. Okay, yes, heat significantly affects time of death estimations by speeding up decomposition and altering postmortem changes like algor mortis, body cooling, and rigor mortis, stiffening, making bodies cool faster, become pliable quicker, and break down more rapidly, indicating the forensic timeline. Forensics use these temperature-dependent processes but must account for high temperatures, humidity, body fat, clothing, and activity before death to get an accurate postmortem interval. They're wanting you to check the thermostat, and I got this before that they made it hotter, but this is coming out saying make it colder, but they didn't do that. They made it hotter. Are there any more messages within the letters? No, there are messages within the symbols. Alright, there's messages within the symbols. Okay, so we got Pisces and Neptune. Well, Neptune's occur. Okay, so dream, spirituality, illusions, and oneness. Current transit through Pisces amplifies these times, blurring boundaries, fostering compassion, but also creating confusion and escaping. Okay, so the messing with the thermostat is creating confusion and escapism. Like, they're going to be able to get away with it. They could just blame it on this guy because he's the perfect fall guy. I've asked every single time, did your son, Nick Reiner, murder you? Was he insane during the time of your murder? No. Was he even home during the time of your murder? No. Did anyone in your family murder you? Anybody who is blood related murder you? Did any of them set you up? No. Was it a family friend? Yes. Okay, so we also got Pisces in 9th house. signifies a deep, intuitive, and compassionate approach to higher learning, philosophy, long-distance travel, and spiritual beliefs, often driven by a strong inner faith and desire for universal understanding, but requiring caution against idealism, delusion, or being easily swayed by gurus, blending dreams with reality in their quest for truth and connection to the divine. And then first house. Alright, Pisces in first house, empathetic, sensitive, imaginative, and go with the flow, easily absorbing environments and people's moods. You're drawn to spirituality, art, and helping others, but can struggle with defining boundaries, facing harsh reality or direct conflict, often seeking to rise above rather than confront, embodying a dreamy, adaptable, but sometimes vague self-image. Okay. Are there any more messages within the symbols? Am I giving off any illusionments? Like, am I giving them false information? No. Okay. So when it comes to the vehicle, what do you have to say when it comes to the vehicle? So you're pinpointing a vehicle. What do you have to say about the vehicle? One, 8, 9, fixed. We got Leo. Okay. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? No. Are there any more messages within the letters? No. So tickets, DMV. Again, they're coming out with this stuff, the tickets and the DMV. What about the car do you want to say? What about the vehicle do you want to say? 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Vehicle, automotive part, vehicle repairs. Okay, so I'm getting something about a three-way street, and there's like 2 cars parked along one of these three. Like you got the house down here, but it's around the corner and down the street. We've got 2 houses. We got bypass heater, gates. And remember, I did say something about a code. Somebody had a code to get in. Rows. I'm getting rows of tickets, like it has many tickets. Okay, let's try backwards. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. Climate control. So, okay, so somebody, okay, so like say there's a three-way street, right? See if you could do a three-way street here. Let's see if we can build a three-way street real quick out of my Scrabbles. Okay. Okay, here's your three-way street. So say that their house was like right here. Here's their house. This vehicle will be down the street and up around the corner. Parked like that. Because obviously you don't want to park right in front of the house you want to go fuck with. You know what I mean? You're going to be parked a ways away. But look into like street cleaning days. Specifically street cleaning, because obviously they would ticket somebody for sitting there during street cleaning, or what you call it, like a fire hydrant. Somebody's parked out in front of a fire hydrant. So definitely check on those. But the fact that I got climate control is that whoever was the one that was sitting there was the one that also fucked with the thermostat to give you the wrong time of death. Did Nick Reiner murder you? Did he kill you? Did he stab you? Did he do anything to you during the day of your death? No. Was he even in the house when it happened? No. Did somebody else do it? Yes. Okay. Do you have any more messages for the paralegal team? Yes. Do you want me to roll the dice? Yes. What else would you like to tell the paralegal team? Oh. Yahtzee. No one's got full blown sixes before. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so seeing angel number, this number here, the 5 sixes, is a powerful reminder from the universe to restore balance. That is confirmation. Confirmation on restoring the balance. Focus on self-care and nurture your spiritual growth. This number emphasizes the importance of creating harmony in all areas of your life, including for relationships, finances, and personal well-being. And I've said this has something to do with money. Confirmation again. Big ol' bang upstairs. This has something to do with money. This has something to do with relationships. It has nothing to do with like family relationships, because I've asked so many times and every single time it says no. And with the relationships here, like I said, it was a family friend. It had something to do with the last film that Rob worked on. And what was crazy is that this one here got swept up into my box, and I was looking for it. I'm like, wait, where did it go? And I pulled it out, and it said Michael. And sure enough, one of the people that worked on with him on that film was Michael. His name was Michael. So another thing that came out, there's a song labeled 66666. We'll do lyrics. UK song. It's called, the artist is called The Hell. Let me see if I can find the lyrics, because there might be something in the lyrics. Any manner you might find, which one of you gonna lose your minds? Rags to riches. So, okay, so there were 3 people involved, right? There was the man and the woman that set him up, and then a guy that was hired to come in and do the deed. That's what I was getting this whole entire time. This guy was paid. So, rags to riches, he was paid a certain amount, and they're waiting for things to go off so that way he can get more money. That's what I was getting from that. Like in the beginning when I first started doing all this, I was just like I said, I thought for sure it was going to say yes and he did it, but it kept saying no, he didn't do it. So, do you need me to roll the dice again? Yes. 1, 3, 4, 4, 5. So the only difference on this number was the 2. 1, 3, 4, 4, 5. A house. Design, fabrication, and inspection of the pressure vessels. What about this? What about that is significant? What about fabrication? We got 3, 3, exclamation, winter, autumn. This happened in autumn. We're in winter now. We got Aquarius, exclamation. Wow. Okay. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? Yes. It's not very many. We got Jupiter. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? Yes. We got Capricorn. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? No. A lot of E's out here. I'm getting he didn't do it, but my son. Where is that? Nick? Okay, I'm gonna try this. Is Nick guilty? Wait, where's my Y? Is Nick guilty? Show me yes. Show me no, please. Show me no, please. There we go. Show me yes. Is Nick guilty? Yo, my son literally just screamed out, no! Upstairs. He doesn't know what I'm talking about down here. Holy shit, okay. Is he not guilty? Guilty? Not guilty. Is he not guilty by reason of insanity? Is he not guilty because he didn't do it? That's right. He's not guilty. The fact that my kid just yelled out, no! Like that upstairs, oh my gosh. I mean, if that's not confirmation enough for you, I don't know what. Like I'm hearing like he may have flaws, but he's not a murderer. My kid just said, yeah. I don't know what he's doing up there. I don't know if he's playing a game or like on his Switch or if he's watching some type of television right now, but like that's, yeah. He may be toxic, but he's no... I don't have another L, but I'm getting like he may be toxic, but he's no murderer, killer. And obviously toxic means like, you know, like drugs, alcohol. Like he might be toxic, but he's no murderer. Because I don't have another L to do killer. I mean, we could just keep it ILRER, but like there's obviously two L's. I just don't have an extra L out here. He may be toxic, but he's not a killer. Do you have any more messages within the letters? No. Within the symbols? No. Do you have any more messages to tell the paralegals? Yes. Okay, what other messages do you want to give out to the paralegals? Are we pulling letters or doing the dice first? Dice? Letters. So they want dice. What else would you like to tell the paralegals and the new defense lawyer? Two, five, five, six, six. Okay, so 25566 can refer to a specific TCP or UDP network port, often associated with software like Dato Backup Agent, but it's also in context of like Minecraft server addressing and biologically as a gene ID in rats. Okay, influencing the cytoskeleton and muscle. Its meaning depends entirely on the context, most commonly a port number of data communication or biological identifier. Remember something I said, like something was probably found with DNA? Are we doing least to greatest? Greatest to least? Okay, is this referring to like software, like the data? Are we talking about data regarding your murder, like the official murder, like biological data? Are you talking about the accounts? Like look at the accounts or something. The fact that I got BPI coming up that one time, not too long ago, and apparently that was connected to some shady. And remember when I got there was another time when I was doing my videos and I got orphan. I'm like, what does orphan mean? What does that have to do with anything? And nobody had anything to do with orphans, but BPI did. Where a leader in financial services, BPI is acknowledged as a leading provider of financial services and industry pillar in the Philippines as an overseas bank. They had something, I don't know why it's not coming up anymore. There used to be something on the side here that talked about the Bank of the Philippines, BPI, with overseas banking. It had something to do with children. And I think, and I believe, hold on, let's see if, I don't know if it's in my Gmail or if they sent it, via, I think that she sent it, via, what you call it, in my comments. Not that one. This one? Okay, no, it's not that one. I looked at that one already. Okay, so I was given a, I think it was in the comments, somewhere in the comments. Let me see. There was something in the comments. Somebody wrote something in the comments about it. I can't find the comment anymore. I did so many videos, I don't know. Oh, not that one. I already did that one. Okay. I'm going to try one more time. If I don't find it, I'm just going to move on. So, okay. I don't know where the comment, but somebody mentioned in one of the comments that the BPI was actually into some shady shit when it comes to money laundering and stuff like that. So, there's that. But for whatever reason, when I'm looking up the BPI now, it's not really giving me much to go on anymore. I don't know why. Link legal issues. I'm not going to hang on it too long. Okay, we're moving on. Alright, so... Okay, let's try 66552. Photographs. I'm getting that tap card. Because we got the train, the rail thing with the tap card. Do you need me to roll the dice again? No. Do you need me to pull letters? Yes. What would you like to say in regards to this? Got a hole. Fixed. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? Yes. Spring 3. Remember, I was getting 3 people. Sagittarius, which is freedom. Show me yes. Show me no, please. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? No. Okay. 3. Height. Fluids. Fluid. Height. Weight. What's MPV? Huh. Interesting. Okay. When I saw MPV, I looked it up. MPV can refer to multi-purpose vehicle, a car, a spacious family vehicle, or mean platelet volume, weight, blood. So MPV, a mean platelet volume, a blood test indicator for clotting or inflammation, but mostly commonly refers to MPV media player. If we open it, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. The blood thingy came out. Why the blood? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so what it is, a measure of average size of platelets, part of a complete blood count. What indicates high MPV means larger, younger platelets, rapid production. Low MPV means smaller, older platelets, slower production. It helps diagnose bleeding disorders, bone marrow issues, or cardiovascular. There's something about blood, the way the blood. Or the, okay, so this might be a little disturbing for some people, but the stabbing, because there's a height difference between Reiner and the guy that I was picking up on. There is a little bit of a height difference. He would be considered average height, where Reiner would be considered taller. So I'm wondering if, like, the stabbing style doesn't match the height. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that. Hold on a second. So while forensics analysis of stab wounds can provide insights into the dynamics of an attack, it is generally not possible to precisely determine a suspect's exact height solely through analysis of stabbing motions or wound characteristics. There are too many variables involved to provide a definitive measurement. However, forensics experts can infer general information about the attack, but a precise height measurement is complicated by numerous factors. Victim and attacker positions. The relative positions of the victim and attacker are crucial. The victim was sitting, crouching, or moving. The angle of the wound would be different than if both individuals were standing straight. That was confirmation. Body posture and movement. The victim or attacker's posture can change significantly during the attack, making a single consistent angle for all wounds highly unlikely. Weapon into the type of knife and the specific motion, overhand, thrust, underhand, thrust, the slashing, etc., used by the attacker all influence the angle and depth of wound. Anatomical variables, the force applied, skin tension, precision. I'm wondering, can you determine if a suspect is left or right-handed during a stab attack? Okay. So it's in here basically saying there's no general possible way to definitively determine a suspect's handiness from stab wounds alone. Forensics pathologists typically cannot court testimony level assertion with certainty as too many variables are involved in dynamic attack. Okay. So there's something about weight, blood, and the fact that I got MPV out here and I looked it up and it definitely came out with saying like something to do with like blood testing, like the weight of blood. Other than Rob and Michelle's blood found at the scene, was there other blood found at the scene as well? Was it the killer's blood? Was it Nick Reiner's blood? So no. Does the defense team know this yet? No. Have they gotten the results back? No. So is the CSI looking into the blood stuff? Yeah, is that why they're trying to drag out the arraignment as far as possible? Yeah, so I mean it's gonna be over a month before they can get him into another arraignment, but will they have the blood test results by then? Okay. How long does it take to get blood results? Blood work results can range from minutes to weeks, with most routine tests like CBC, metabolic, they take about 24 to 72 hours, with complex or specialized tests taking several days over a week, depending on a lab workload, test type, and location. Okay, we're not talking about STI. We're talking about like All right, for murder cases. The time it takes to get forensic blood results for a murder case varies widely, typically ranging from a few days to several months and sometimes longer. This timeline depends more on a laboratory's backlog and the case's priority, the actual testing time, which can be as short as a few hours for basic analysis. Well, if they have blood from another suspect, all they have to do is match it up to Nick's, and if it's not Nick's, then there you go. Somebody else was there. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Are there any more messages within the letters? No. Are there any messages within the symbols? No. Do you have any more messages to the paralegals or the new defense team? No. Are we done with this read? Yes. Okay. Well, that's all I got for you guys tonight on this one. This is just, I guess, general. They want you to go back over basically everything I described in all my other videos. They want you to go over. Make sure you go over the thermostat. Make sure you go over the code blocks, because somebody had to code to get in, to be able to get in and to get out. You know, something about parking tickets. Lots of parking tickets. Look at the blood. The blood thing came up again. Or even in the hotel room, if they, like I said, if they found that much blood, they could not just regularly clean it up. They would have to call the special people to come in to do it, okay? So there's no way that they could sit there and say, like, oh, there is so much blood, but not inform anybody, all right? Period. So you could also go back, like, if they still have the stuff, as much as they claim that there was so much blood, if they still have the blood, you know, stained fabrics, you will be able to determine whether or not that they had his blood, like Robin Michelle's blood will be mixed in there, right? So you could check that as well. But so far so far every single time I ask, it says that Nick didn't do it. It has something to do with the blood, it has something to do with the thermostat, it has something to do with parking tickets, it has something to do with financial stuff. There's something financial going on. So, and it doesn't, I'm not talking about Nick's finances and not being able to hold a lawyer. No, there's something financially going on that he and his wife, like whether they both had it going on or just him and somebody else he was working with in the film industry, it had something to do with that. So, alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, any $25, any donations, $25 or more will get you a free read on anything you want. So, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Alright, love ya. Bye.